Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are starting a very important chapter, and that is work, power and energy. This chapter is important not just for your ICSE board exams but also because these concepts are used in our daily life. In today's video, we will focus only on work, what it means in science, how we calculate it, and some very important special cases that are frequently asked in exams. So let's get started. Now, in our daily life, we use the word work very loosely. If you are reading, we say you are doing work. If you are thinking, we say you are doing work. But in science, the meaning of work is very specific. In science, work is said to be done only when a force applied on a body makes the body move. That means there must be displacement of the body. Let me give you some simple examples to make this clear. Number 1. A man pushes a wall. He applies force, he sweats, he gets tired, but the wall does not move. So in science, no work is done because there is no displacement. Another example. A boy kicks a football. He applies force and the ball moves forward. There is displacement, so work is done. Another example, a coolie carries a heavy bag on his head and walks. Now here is an interesting case. He is applying force upward to hold the bag, but his displacement is horizontal, that is forward. The force and displacement are in different directions. We'll come back to this example later in this video. Just keep it in mind for now. So the key point is force must cause displacement. Only then work is done. Now the next question is, how do we measure work? How do we say how much work is done? Work depends on two things. First, the amount of force applied. Second, the displacement of the body. Let me explain with two simple comparisons. Comparison 1. Two different forces, same displacement. Suppose force F1 and force F2 both move a body across the same distance, but F1 is greater than F2. Then the work done by F1 is more than the work done by F2. Comparison 2. Same force, two different displacements. Now suppose the same force F moves two different bodies. Body 1 moves a distance S1 and body 2 moves a distance S2, where S1 is greater than S2. Then the work done on body 1 is more than on body 2. So what do we conclude from this? The amount of work done by a force is equal to the product of force and the displacement of the point of application of the force in the direction of the force. And one more very important point, work is a scalar quantity. Force is a vector, displacement is a vector. But when we multiply them in this way, the result work is a scalar. It has only magnitude, no direction. Also remember, if a force acts on a body but the body does not move, then work done is zero. Just like our example of the man pushing the wall. Now let us find the exact mathematical expression for work. Suppose a force F is applied on a body and the body moves through a displacement S, but the force and the displacement are not in the same direction. There is an angle theta between them. Now work is done only by the component of force in the direction of displacement or by the component of displacement in the direction of force. There are two ways to derive this. Method 1. Component of displacement along the force. The component of displacement S in the direction of force F is S cos theta. So work done is equal to F into S cos theta. Number 2, component of force along the displacement. The component of force F in the direction of displacement S is F cos theta. So work done equals to F cos theta into S. Both methods give the same result. W is equal to Fs cos theta. Now since force and displacement are both vector quantities and work is a scalar quantity, work is expressed as the dot product or scalar product of force and displacement vectors. We write it as W equals to F into S. This is the dot product of the two vectors F and S. Now this is a very important section and questions from here comes directly in the board exam. So pay close attention. We have W is equal to Fs cos theta. The value of work depends on the angle theta between the force and displacement. Let us look at three special cases. Case 1. Displacement is in the direction of force. That is theta is 0. So cos 0 equals to 1. So work done is equal to Fs into cos theta, which is 1, which is F into S. Example, when a body falls freely under gravity, the force of gravity acts downward and the displacement is also downward. Both are in the same direction. So theta is 0 and work done by gravity is positive and equals to mgh. Another example, a pulley raises a load. A pulley exerts a force equal to mg upward on the load and the load moves upward by a height h. Force and displacement are both upward, same direction. So work done by the pulley is mgh, positive work. Example 3, circular motion. When a body completes one full round in a circular path, under centripetal force, the total displacement becomes 0. So work done by centripetal force is 0. This is a special sub-case to remember. Case 2. Displacement is normal to the force. So theta is 90 degree. Cos 90 equals to 0. So W is equal to Fs into 0. And work done is therefore 0. Let's take some examples. Coolie carrying load. Remember the coolie we talked about in the beginning? He carries a load on his head and walks horizontally. The force he applies is vertical to hold the load, but his displacement is horizontal. The angle between force and displacement is 90 degrees. So work done against gravity is 0. But here is an important note for your exam. The coolie does work against the force of friction when he walks. So friction work is not 0. Only the work against the gravity is 0. This is a very commonly asked point. Example 2. Body moving in horizontal circular path. When a body moves in a circular path in a horizontal plane, the centripetal force is always directed towards the center. The displacement at any instant is along the tangent to the circle. The angle between centripetal force and the displacement is always 90 degrees. So work done by centripetal force is 0. Case 3. Displacement is opposite to the force, that is theta is 180 degree and cos 180 equals to minus 1. So W is equal to F into S, Fs into minus 1, that is work done is negative. Let's take some examples. When a body moves on a surface, the force of friction acts in the direction opposite to the motion. So the angle between friction force and displacement is 180 degrees. Work done by friction is negative. Another example, ball thrown upward. When a ball of mass m is thrown upwards from point A to point B, the displacement is upward, but the force of gravity is downward. They are in opposite directions. So the work done by gravity on the ball is negative. So from our special cases, we can now list the two conditions when work done by a force is 0. Condition 1, when there is no displacement. Example, a man pushing a wall. And condition 2, when the displacement is normal to the direction of the force. That is theta equals 90 degrees. Example, pulley carrying load horizontally. Now let us look at the graph of work done by a constant force. On the x-axis we take displacement S and on the y-axis we take force F. Since the force is constant, the graph is a horizontal straight line parallel to the x-axis. Now the work done is equal to the area under the force displacement graph. So if the body moves from displacement S1 to displacement S2, the work done is equal to the rectangular area under the line between those 2 points. This is a simple but important graph. Remember that work equals area under the Fs graph. One more important formula to remember. When a body of mass m falls through a height h under gravity, the work done by gravity is W equals to mgh. Here force is equal to mg, displacement is equal to h and theta equals to 0 degrees. Now the SI unit of work is the joule, written as J. 1 joule is the work done when a force of 1 Newton moves a body through a displacement of 1 meter in the direction of the force. The CGS unit of work is the erg. The relationship between them is 1 joule equals to 10 to the power 7 erg. So that is everything about work for ICSE class 10. Let me quickly summarize what we covered today. What is work and when is work said to be done? How work is measured, that is W is equal to Fs cos theta. Work is a scalar quantity, dot product of force and displacement. 3 special cases: positive work, zero work, negative work. Conditions for work done to be zero. Graph of work done by constant force. SI unit joule, CGS unit erg. In the next video, we will cover power, definition, formulas, units, and the difference between work and power. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any doubts, write them in the comments below. I will definitely help you. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.